We went home depressed as fuck.
Crazier when, like, I used to play a lot of basketball. Like, basically up until high school. And then I started again in college. So, like, I didn't play that much in high school after freshman year. And what's even crazier, I feel like, is, like, when I was, like, 22, and I probably got in the best shape I'd ever been in playing basketball all the time. And I played a game against two. It was me and a guy who was like 30-something against two sophomores in high school, two 15-year-old kids. And they were unfucking believable. Like, I was like, oh, shit. Like, we're like old guys. And I was 22 at the time. And I was like 190. I was running, working out, playing ball all the time, pickup games all the time. And those two kids the kid that I covered was at least 4 inches shorter than me and was jumping like a full foot higher than me. Like, it was crazy to see somebody kick your ass like that who's 15 years old.
You know, it's amazing how I blame a lot of things. Basketball broke my heart when I didn't really attain the goals I wanted in basketball. It really fucked with me for a long time.
Really?
And I think that when I started comedy, I used the same work ethic, and I knew what I had to do not to fail like I did with basketball. Like, I took basketball too seriously, and when I hit the first hurdle, I said, that's it. I can't take the heartbreak.
Really?
You know, I let it go. And listen, would I have been in the NBA? No. Would I have stopped doing drugs? No. But I would have had something. I would have played those 4 years. I would have had something. My life, I don't know. I just, a friend of mine called me last week and said that he hadn't felt this bad in 30 years. He took his kid to college. And this guy's successful. You know, he's a friend of mine. He's got 3 kids. He said it didn't bother him when he took his older daughter as much as this daughter, because he realized what he didn't do with his life. And I totally understood. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I went and did a college somewhere, and I'm like,
yeah,
I wish I had the chance to come back to fucking here. As much as I know now, like I always tell Lee, when you go to interviews for editing, they don't talk to you about Emerson College? No. Nobody asks you about your college education. To me, because I didn't really get it the proper way, I always felt fucking guilty.
Yeah.
Like, if I knew now, like I was telling my wife about this, how I got this call and we were talking, and she goes, you know, I feel the same way when I was talking to my niece about her classes. Like, I would have done it different. I took it, dog, when I went to college, they would give it away to minorities in Boulder. I was getting money from that fucking student union on a whim, just on a phone call. You got my credit app, right? Just give me another $25.50. I decided to take a chemistry class and shit. It was amazing. And I feel bad that I didn't take advantage of all that. I was a CUOP student, which meant that if I kept a 2.0 grade average, they would allow me to fucking stay in school. And I kept that, but they had free tutoring. They had all these services that you had to pay for, the student services I got for free. I didn't take advantage of that shit. I didn't belong to a fraternity, which I knew I wouldn't, but who knew? Maybe there's a criminal fraternity. Maybe there's a fraternity of fucking gangsters or fucking ex-felons or potential felons. I don't fucking know. But I missed that whole experience. You had it, Bert had it, you had it. And not to have it, you feel, or I had it to a degree. I'll tell you, when I first walked on the University of Colorado, I forgot about everything bad I had ever done in my life. Like, it had absolved me.
Just by getting there?
Just by taking the 2 fucking classes the first time. It changed my life. It gave me more esteem at that time.
It helped big time.
Yeah, because when I quit high school my freshman year, my senior year in September, because I had to get a job. But I went back in December, and I took all my courses, and in June they came to me and they go, you know, you're 3 credits short. You can't graduate, but you got to go to summer school. I got to tell you something. I'm not going to summer school. And you motherfuckers are a bunch of cocksuckers, because I played track, I played basketball, and I played freshman football. They go, give me 3 credits for each one. I go, they've done it before. They were like, nah, we don't think so. Okay, you motherfuckers. So I didn't really get my diploma. When I got arrested, no. When I went to Colorado Mountain College, I had gotten too many credits, so they told me I had to take my credits to a different school. So I went to the University of Boulder, continuing ed. Once I took like another 30 credits there, they were like, you have too many credits to be in continuing ed. You got to register into the fucking college. And I'm like, I'm never going to get into the fucking college. They go, well, you have no choice. You can't keep coming back here, and we're going to stop giving you money. That was the magic word. Money is my motivator, motherfucker. What do I need to do? Well, you need to come with your high school transcript. So I went and got a high school diploma. Took my SATs. I did all that shit. At 23 or something, I did all that shit. You follow me?
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. And I got in, bro, when they gave me my first check, the first time I looked at my schedule, I had tears in my eyes. Like, that was one of the happiest days of my life.
Why?
Because I had made my mother proud, you know? This is the University of Colorado. This ain't no fucking community college of fucking Denver.
It was a big deal for you to go there.
This was a big deal for me. I didn't want to go there. Me, I'd rather be a Duke, Jack. You know me, I'd rather be a Kentucky fucking Blue Devil or fucking Boston College. But Boulder, I got in. They accepted me. And I walked around. I took classes there, and then I got in trouble. Once I got the felony, I went back. I shouldn't have said nothing. I should have just dropped out. But see, I opened my mouth. And I went to the guy. I had my family go to the guy who got me in there and tell him the truth. And he was goody two-shoes. He goes, well, I don't know if we could have him back on the campus with the felonies, especially for kidnapping and drugs. I know the drugs are definitely out. Kidnapping, they might let him out. We got football players that have done worse. You know. So that's what happened.
Wow.
But I regret not like having, and I've told you, we've had this conversation that it breaks my heart that when you go for an interview now, and even you went to college.
Yeah, I did.
Had a great degree, and you're a fucking comedian.
I know.
But, like, sometimes a guy like me would go, look at fucking Segura, that fucking Momo. 5 years to become a comedian. I bet his fucking father's happy he paid for that shit. But it was an experience for you.
It was an experience.
Where'd you go to school at?
I went to a tiny school called Lenore Ryan College in Hickory, North Carolina.
Damn.
Yeah, it's small as fuck. You know why I went there? It's the only school that let me in. I had such a bad high school transcript, like bad GPA. I had decent SAT, but bad GPA. I couldn't get in anywhere. They let me in, so it was the only place. I applied, got in, but it was an experience because I still have friends today from then, which I
Fuck yeah.
think is great. And
Fuck yeah.
you know, I used to complain a little bit about it, about like how it was such a small school. Because in my mind, going to college was like movies, like
Animal House, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, my expectations were like, you know, a stadium for the football team, an undergrad of like just at least 10,000, if not 30,000 undergrad, and I thought it would just be like what you see college would be like. It was that, like, shrunk down to like, you know, less than 2,000 undergrad. You know what I mean? So like,
yeah,
it's just a different experience, and it wasn't the experience that I was expecting.
Yeah.